Welcome to the learning module, Enrolling Explained. Enrolling is one of several words used in the legislative process that is not widely understood. Because enrolling and engrossing both start with E and sound similar, they are often accidentally interchanged. Refer to the learning module, Engrossing Explained, to learn about engrossing. Enrolling is actually the last step in the legislative journey for bills, memorials, and resolutions that have successfully cleared all of the procedural and political hurdles for passage or adoption. For people advocating and following a particular piece of legislation, the enrolling step can be quite a relief. At this point, bills have only one more step, the signature of the governor, to become law. Resolutions and memorials are sent to the Secretary of State and have successfully reached the finish line. When a bill has finally passed both the House and Senate, it is enrolled and then sent to the governor for signature into law, then delivered to the Secretary of State for recording and storage. When a memorial or resolution is finally adopted by both the House and Senate, it is enrolled and then sent to the Secretary of State for official recording and storage. So what exactly happens during enrolling? Enrolling is a simple process where the back of the bill, memorial, or resolution is signed by the Speaker of the House, the President of the Senate, and the Chief Clerk of the House for pieces of House legislation, or the Secretary of the Senate for pieces of Senate legislation. These officials are verifying that the legislation went through every step required by the Constitution, statutes, and rules, and that the passage or adoption is above reproach. Because so many people signed the bill, enrolling involves transmitting the legislation between the House and Senate. The good news for people following a piece of legislation being enrolled is that the legislation cannot be held up at this point, but must proceed through the final steps in a time frame outlined in Joint Rules 4 and 5. For instance, once a bill has been passed by both the House and Senate, the House of Origin has 48 hours to enroll the bill and 72 hours after enrollment to deliver it to the governor. Then the governor has time restrictions to sign the bill as outlined in the Constitution. Now that you understand the enrolling process, continue to increase your legislative IQ by studying all of the learning modules in the Legislative Learning Lab.